thanks for joining me for the first time. For those of you who have seen my last gardening video, thank you for coming back. Today I wanted to change it up a little bit and do something I'm sure you all have seen, which is doing the Trader Joe's fall haul. I love Trader Joe's. I'm probably there like 2 to 3 times a week. I've actually never totally bought just fall items. It's normally like my usual grocery haul, but this time I went in with the goal of getting everything in my cart to be fall vibes or fall goals, and having the cashier judge me because I look like a basic white girl. So I'm very excited to kind of give you my faves and not so favorite products that I've gotten. So I did go ahead and cook ahead of time the things that were either frozen or fresh, and then show you guys those fun items. So can't wait for you guys to join. If you guys want to continue watching, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos just like these. So for my first item I'm going to talk about, it's going to be the sweet corn tamales. Looks like these guys. These have poblano chilies and Monterey Jack cheese. So it comes with 2. I went ahead and heated up 1. They have the instructions on it. It was super easy, and it comes like in your perfectly wrapped tamale. So, already making a mess. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 5 for flavor, but I'm gonna give 3 for overall, just because I think you can tell that it's frozen. Maybe if I put like a sauce or made it a little bit more interesting, I think it would be better, but it's not spicy. It's not too salty. It's actually pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a 3, but a 5 for flavor. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's how I feel.
Period.
Okay, so the second thing I went ahead and made was the butternut squash ravioli, and then the newer honey roasted pumpkin ravioli. So these 2 are great. I've had this one before. I've never tried this one. I'm super excited. I actually just cooked them together and mixed them up, and I jazzed it up a little bit, and I added ricotta and basil and a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and try the pumpkin one first. It looks like this one, the square one. Okay, it's good, but it's very bland. It says it has cheesy pumpkin filling. I can taste the pumpkin, but it's not very intense. It's not very fresh, but it's not bad. I think mixing both options together probably helps the flavor of them. Okay, I'm gonna try the butternut squash. Okay, that one is much better. I still like that one. I think I still prefer it over the other one. You can definitely taste a sweeter butternut squash filling. It's more interesting. I added the basil and the ricotta. You can obviously prepare it how you like. I wanted to keep it with the fall theme, but I definitely prefer this one. The next 2 items are frozen items. So I went ahead and prepared them before. The first one I'm gonna try are the pumpkin empanadas. So I follow a ton of Trader Joe's Instagram pages, and I've heard mixed review about these guys. I heard they were too sweet, or they didn't have enough flavor, or just was kind of an awkward mix. So I'm not gonna believe them. I'm gonna go ahead and try them myself and see how they are. So it just says it's a spiced pumpkin filling in your typical empanada pastry. And these came with 4. They look like that. So I just took them out the oven. Okay. They're not bad, but they're not great. I think they're a little bit too sweet. They could have added something inside, like a very neutral vegetable, maybe even like garbanzo, like a chickpea type of thing, and made it a little less sweet. But it's not that bad. I think if you were to eat it with something fresh, like some greens on the side, I think it'll blend well, but on its own it's definitely not your typical empanada. Or they could have added meat. I don't know. I don't make these recipes, I just eat them. So the next frozen items are these pastry bites with feta cheese and caramelized onions. I love anything that are like the small bites from Trader Joe's that you just pop into the oven and eat within like 20 minutes. They're always really good. I like caramelized onions and feta, so the combination works. So let's go ahead and try these guys. Okay, I love these. These are really good. I might say if you're not a huge fan of feta, it is a little bit overpowering because it is basically the entire dish. It does make like a great bites for wine, girls' night in, bachelor, if you're hosting anybody over, which you shouldn't, but they are really yummy and I think I would continue eating these tonight. A couple other items that I bought that I'm not going to eat tonight but I will eat in the future are a few things that are either already staples but are still fall appropriate or new items that I have never tried. So the newer ones are these candied pecans, sorry. These are so good in salads as toppers. I think they're so good. And I believe they're like $4, which for the nut section is pretty affordable, especially because they're like a delicacy type of nut. But these are awesome. 5 out of 5. The other one are these fall pastas, which are kind of in the shape of a pumpkin. These are super cute. I'm assuming they do not have too much flavor on their own. It says butternut squash, but I'm sure you can add your own sauce or topping to play up the flavor. And then lastly, I've been seeing these everywhere and I love bagels, but these are the pumpkin bagels, which look so good, and just doing it with something very basic, cream cheese, butter, jam, I don't know, whatever you guys like. I feel like these would be so yummy for breakfast or as a treat. These guys I've already had in my freezer because I bought them like a week ago before my haul. They're so yummy. So these are the pumpkin waffles. I think they're so good as an alternative because waffles are plain, but these have a little bit of a pumpkin flavor. I've been using like honey. You can use whatever you want as a topping, but I think they're just like a good fall breakfast alternative, like a flavor. Okay, moving on to snacks and desserts, my last few items. I went ahead and I got a few that were trending on Instagram. The first one were these Ghost Bats potato chips. So if you open them up, they are in the shape of a ghost. It's hard to tell, but you can see the outlining. I tried these earlier because I was bored and hungry while everything was waiting. They're okay. I thought it was gonna be like a potato chip in the shape of a ghost, but it tastes almost like those veggie sticks or veggies.
Today, Junior?
Those veggie chips that you would eat from the market, like those stick ones. It doesn't have that much flavor, which is okay, but you can maybe use them as like a dipper type of thing because it does have that like curved shape, but I wouldn't give these like a 5 out of 5. I think they're okay. The next fall item, snack slash maybe even dessert that I got were these maple flavored kettle corn with sea salt. I've been hearing good news about these. I like popcorn. I like the other options that they do have there. So you know, like they're your typical like fun-looking popcorn. Very good. Sweet, but very good. I'd recommend these as like a snack, or if you're hosting a holiday themed party, I would definitely recommend these guys. They're actually pretty good. My last two dessert items are, I didn't buy the ice cream or anything like that because I didn't want to wait and I didn't want to smell, and I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin ice cream. I can do like a pumpkin pie, but not the ice cream. I think it's a little bit redundant. But here I am trying other pumpkin desserts. So I got these, which are like those like wafer sticks. They're called the pumpkin spice batoons. I've had like the regular flavor. Those are really nice. So they look like these. Doesn't smell like anything. Okay, these are really good. It almost has like a white chocolate flavor in the middle, but they're actually pretty good. And I'm not a huge fan of like pumpkin spice, like lattes and all those things, but these actually are good. 5 out of 5. The last item I have here to try are these pumpkin flavored Joe's, which are kind of like their off-brand Oreos. I've tried the like plain one, those are good. I haven't tried these yet. Also, I have a roommate, thank God. She eats like a kid, so she'll probably eat these things, or I will give them to family. Because like I said, I'm not a huge like pumpkin flavored girl, but I will not go either way. So they come like those, you know, like Oreo looking filled. I always open mine and eat them, but for the sake of trying and getting the full effect, I'm just gonna eat them as a whole. Okay, the cookie itself tastes very like cloved and like ginger. Like there's a lot of spices that aren't that good. The inside's like, yeah, no, it's a no for me. Like I said, I'd probably stick to just their basic plain flavored ones. I almost had a feeling that I wasn't gonna like them, but I just, you know, I wanted to try a little bit of everything. These are okay. But I do love all of Trader Joe's like baking pumpkin ones. Like they have the pumpkin bread, which you can like add chocolate chips or white chocolate chips or nuts to them. Their pancake mix, their cookie mix, so they're all always good because you can always play around with them and like add or like take away some flavors. But yeah, no, these are not that good. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching my Trader Joe's fall haul, holiday, whatever you want to call it. This was actually fun for me because I do like to give recommendations to people who always ask. I would probably say overall I did pretty well. There were a few things that weren't in terms of like my flavors, but I'm sure everyone else loves it. I'm not gonna say don't eat it. That's your problem. But for the most part, I did enjoy a lot of the foods that were cooked. You know, the snacks, everyone has their personal preferences. This was fun. If you guys have any other suggestions or other things that you want me to try and taste test and give you my opinion, I'd love to. I love going to the market. I love cooking. This is always, and who doesn't love eating? This is always very fun. So please comment down below. I'd love to hear your suggestions. Thanks again for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thanks.